You know Unghetto Matthew?
Yeah.
So I interviewed him the other day, and he actually said something that I haven't really heard other people say too much, which he's basically said that he felt that he f***ed up by staying in high school because he had because he had some viral going on, and like his music was starting to get attention, and he going viral on YouTube and all that while he was still in high school, and his parents basically like convinced him to stick it out and just stay in high school, and he feels like he kind of lost the moment in terms of his music. He actually said, he said, I would be Lil Uzi right now if it wasn't for the fact that I stayed in school, which normally people don't talk about staying in high school like it's a mistake, but definitely like with you right now and with the college thing, like you don't know if you're going to have the opportunities that you have right now for, in 2 or 3 years.
And it was funny too, because when I chose communications, but we're in class, they're talking about networking and all this other shit. I'm sitting there because this is like 2022, right? Like beginning of 2022 was the last semester. We're sitting in class and like they're talking about naming experience and this and that. And I was sitting here like writing the shit that I've done. I'm like, bro, it don't even sound real. Like we're supposed to like get in and talk about it. So I would always like minimize myself in a way so that, because I don't know, like it just sounds like cap when I was writing it down compared to all these other college students. But in terms of college, like I honestly feel like if you know what you want to do, then do it. And also at high school, like even high school, like I was telling my boy, like, bro, just if you're gonna not do anything, like at least finish high school, like just get the diploma, like stick that out. But hey, like maybe Matthew's my boy, by the way. We've linked up. People say we look alike, like he's my twin or whatever. But like,
that kind of crossed my mind, yeah.
Yeah, like, but yeah, he chose. Maybe he would have been Lil Uzi. I don't know, but yeah, I still feel like high school, like you gotta at least finish that. That's what I feel like. You can do whatever you want.
But I used to always know these pro BMX kids too, who would like stay in school, and like it's kind of like I would think that maybe they were making a mistake, because yes, it's dope to finish school, but at the same time, when you're getting all these offers to get all this money and be able to travel the world and do what you love, what you're passionate about, I mean,
I'm trying to figure out how the Speed finished. Like, was he just doing online or something? Like, bro, it's kind of crazy that like he's still flying out and doing all this other while in high school. Like he just graduated.
Right. Maybe he wasn't doing that much, or maybe he was. Maybe he's like, just probably, secretly like real serious about that. I don't know. Yeah.
Maybe for Unghetto Matthew, he was probably like when you have to go in to school and like all those hours that you're stuck in school, like he probably wasn't doing online or none. So like he probably did.
I mean, if you're good at school, if you're good at taking tests and I can imagine like being able to just kind of coast through the school part. For me, it's like I just remember school being hard as for me, because I just don't have a good memory. I don't give a it's just hard for me to like do anything that I don't want to do. But I've also just known a lot of people in my life who were able to just kind of coast through high school and college, and it wasn't that big a deal for them.
Yeah, I mean, so for me, basically, I never studied till high school. Like I literally, I was just going through like elementary school, middle school, was just closing through. After high school, like during high school, that was when, like I said, my mom put me in this little engineering program. And that's when I started. So at first, 9th grade was normal, 10th grade, normal. But 11th and 12th grade, so 11th grade, I would have the college professors pull up to the school. And we would, because it was a program, right? So we would have our classes at there. And then 12th grade, it was basically dual enrollment. That's what it's called. 12th grade, I was just, like I wasn't in high school in 12th grade. I was literally in community college as a senior. Like that was my senior year, just going to community college, bro. And
that must have felt cool having all these older girls around you.
Yeah, it was kind of cool, but bro, like
no?
I don't know, bro. It was hard to make friends, and it was just I don't know, it was just weird.
But like, okay, when did it become obvious to you that you were smart enough to skip ahead like that?
What do you mean skip ahead?
Like be able to go to college early and everything like that. Like did you just always have a super easy time in school?
Yeah, so it was super easy, but like I said, it was always easy for me until high school. So after high school, like I started studying and shit, but it was like, since I'm doing all this college shit, and for me, like, bro, I don't know if you're like this too, but like, if I don't want to do something, I'm really not gonna do it. Like, I don't have no motivation. I can't just sit there and like stick it through, bro. Like if I go to prison, bro, I'm escaping. If I don't want to do it, I ain't doing it, bro. Like that's why I was just trying to get some people to understand that. And it's like, if I want something to do it, I have the drive to do it, I'm gonna do it. Like it's gonna happen. Like, you know.
Yeah, I mean, everything that I've managed to accomplish in my entire life has basically been the product of me just having a really hard time just doing whatever the I'm told. And I just every time I ever had a job throughout my life, it was just hell. I just hated it. And I would spend the whole time thinking about how I was gonna, hustle or figure out some kind of scam or some so that I didn't have to work.
Bro, crazy, because like I've only had one job. Like I worked at McDonald's for 3 days. And like on that like last day, Like I just walked out, you know what I'm saying? Said bye to my manager. I never went back. Like I'm pretty sure I still had the uniform. I don't know where it's at right now. But I literally just walked out. They never even called me back or nothing, bro. I just literally never went back in. And right after that, like this was literally like June 2018, right? Right after that, like literally I'm talking about next week, the that started the catalyst of where I am now was Instagram. Like I had a meme page or whatever. That next week, like I started going viral. Like I started hitting explore page and it was like some crazy coincidence. Like quit this job, and then the next like cycle of my life started.
So
literally right, just like that.
Were you always just around online doing little creative things, or what has your online career been like?
So, like, bro, since I was a kid, I've always been on the internet. I've always been scrolling through. I've seen a lot of shit. You know how some people say like they're numb, like they don't care about seeing gore and shit, whatever the. I wouldn't say that because I never went out of my way to go see that, but it's just like I've just seen a lot on the internet. Like I just know the ins and the outs of the internet. And then as time went on, as like Instagram and all these other apps are progressing, I'm seeing these other people do this and that. I'm like, bro, I could easily do that. I started it. It was trash. Like shit was going bad. You know what I'm saying? I screenshotted it on my story when I made the meme page. I'm like, yo, everybody follow me. It was like 4 of my friends followed me. I'm like, bet, I'm gonna remember this. And like this is like 2017. It took like 9 months before like I started picking it up. But it was just like, I don't know. It was basically since I was a kid, I was gathering knowledge without realizing it that would help me to where I am now. Like that would help me to just boost everything that I'm doing.
And that's why the internet's crazy if you use it right, because there's infinite knowledge that you can just pick up on there, but you have to really want to learn and you have to be willing to pay attention. Like even just the podcast space, like you can just listen to all these super smart, successful people have conversations and that information's right there if you're willing to actually like go for it.
Exactly. But I'm telling you, like this next generation of kids that are raised on these phones and iPads that are just have that shit in front of them, they may be a little weird, but like, watch out for them. They gonna be wicked smart, but they're also gonna be really, really dumb. Like it's gonna be 2 parts of the spectrum, bro. Really, really smart people and really, really dumb. Like, I'm excited to see what happens with the next generation. Like I really want to see this.
The thing that scares the shit out of me is when I see like a TikTok it's called like a stim TikTok, where they'll have it's like stimulation, like they'll have like a podcast clip and then they'll have like a crazy fast-paced video game clip below it, and just realizing that helps keep kids engaged, and then realizing it's also working on me, and I'm just staring at the video game footage and it's helping me to focus on the podcast clip. That scares the shit out of me for the future generation.
Because they're doing it as kids, bro. Literally just yesterday, I'm literally listening to whatever I was in like a Twitch stream or whatever on TikTok, and it's just a person doing parkour on Minecraft. I'm like, bro, why is this working on me? Like, what the?
Yeah, man,
that shit crazy.
Weird, but okay. So you start doing the meme page thing, and like, when does it actually start to hit?
So it started hitting. So when I hit that explore page that first time, like ever since then, I was just steady growth. So like by the end of the year, like literally, so by the end of the year, January 1st, I hit 10K. Like on January 1st, start off the
Instagram?
year. Yeah.
Okay.
Start off the year, like 2019, January 1st, New Year's, I just start off, I get 10K. And after 2019, though, that's when shit got a little rocky. So like Instagram stayed deleting me. Because, you know, when their shit's changing or whatever, like you can't curse, you can't do this, blah, 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 blah. And normally the algorithm doesn't care, but all those old posts, anyone with a report bot could literally just go through your shit, get you clipped. Like, I don't know what was going on with those people. It was these people called report guys. There was like literal gangs, just internet people that just did not fuck with people that post memes.
Right.
So they would just be constantly clapping my accounts. And so with Instagram, what I'll do is I always use Twitter, but I only use it to make my memes. Like I'll literally like do my little caption, post my picture or the video, and then edit it together, throw it in a post. That's how I did my shit. So when my Instagram was banned, I just went straight to Twitter. And I was forced to be on Twitter. Like basically, I was forced to be on Twitter. I never chose Twitter. Like I just was forced to be. Like I'm just an internet guy. Like I gotta be using my phone. I gotta be seeing shit. And if I'm not gonna be on my Instagram shit, then I was just gonna be on Twitter. So I started learning, right?
A lot of people like NLE Choppa and Blueface who tweet a lot. It's just because they have been like permanently banned from Instagram.
Yo, literally both of them. Like, but with Twitter, a lot of people, tell me this truth. This is a cycle of Twitter, right? You download Twitter. You're like, what the fuck? I don't understand anything. You delete it. And then you come back, whether it's months or years later, you come back, you start using it again. You're like, yo, this shit kind of fun. And that was the kind of shit that happened with me. So like, I was like, this shit kind of fun. I still miss my meme page though, but this shit kind of fun. I get my meme page back like December, right? And then my Twitter gets clapped. So I'm like, fuck it. I got my Instagram page back. I don't care no more. February comes in.
It's kind of hard to get a Twitter deleted, right? Like, what were you doing?
So the first time I ever got deleted was the only time that was really my fault. Like, I didn't understand Twitter like that. So like, apparently if you said nigga twice in a reply.
See, I heard you say that and I've never heard of that before. That's crazy.
That was 2019 though. So 2019, if you said it twice in a reply, it's because you're adding them, right?
Yeah.
So the bot or whatever is like, they're saying a slur twice. Get them out of here.
Well, I have a friend who I'm pretty sure got deleted on Twitter at one point for saying the N-word too, but it was the hard R.
Oh yeah, that's different.
He was saying, he wrote
Yeah,
like,
that's
I
what-
hate it.
What?
Hard R's or some shit with like a bunch of emojis or, you know, he's fucking around, but if you look at it and you're not thinking of it as a joke, you're like, oh, this is hate speech. Yeah.
Like, I mean, the reason I got banned that time is like, you had 3 strikes. That was my 3rd strike at that point. So like, they got me out of there. I didn't care though. Like, that was like, I didn't have no attachment to Twitter at the time. So like, Instagram got banned in February. And bro, mind you, this is 2020. You know what I'm saying? You know when COVID hit. This is March. COVID hit in 2020. Literally the week before COVID hit, I went viral for the first time on Twitter. And like at this point, I knew what I was doing. So like I just kept doing that shit. I was growing a little fan base or whatever. Like, and then COVID hit. And that was literally the blessing. Like everybody and their mama's in the house. No one's at work. No one's at school. And they're just all on Twitter. And like a lot of people were new to Twitter. Like they didn't know what the fuck was going on and like basically just greeted them. You know what I'm saying? Like this is Twitter. I was posting my shit. It was all going viral every single day. And what made me stop caring about Instagram is like, bro, I literally gained 50K in a month. And when I got banned on Instagram at that time, I had like 60K, but that was over the course from 2018 to 2020, right? But on Twitter, I went from like 4K to 50K in 1 month. I got suspended, but it's just like, it made me realize I'm like, yo, I could do something with this.